What is up, dudes? NYKia31 here, Madden 20, 4th and 1 online CFM. This is year number 3, and here are your Jets. We went 10-5-1 last season. We beat the Chiefs in the wild card round, and we lost to the Pats in the divisional round. So back at it and try to regroup and advance further. So here we are, and don't really love my team very much. They have some pretty substantial problems that you're going to see, in the not too distant future, as in immediately. Skill position wise, not shabby. I mean, Sam Darnold has come along pretty nicely. 92 throw power, 90 short accuracy, 85 medium accuracy, 86 deep accuracy, 86 on the run. The throw under pressure is low. He has paranoid sense of pressure trait, which causes some UFOs when there's bodies flying around him, which is not ideal, but doesn't come up too often. Not enough where he's completely debilitating. I mean, you'll see that I've had good seasons with him. Last season, 26 touchdowns, 14 INTs, similar season, the previous season as well. And that's not bad considering that, as you guys know, I'm pretty much spreading the ball to run the ball and take my shots as needed. And when they present themselves, that's the whole philosophy behind my offense. And Le'Veon Bell still ticking along, still got all of his superstar abilities. With spin cycle, arm bar, and first one free as his X factor. Peyton Barber and Trenton Cannon are the depth dudes. Fullbacks aren't people. I don't carry a fullback. I don't have a fullback on the field ever. Hardly ever. So, except on goal line, so we just put a tight end there. And the receivers, Nelson Aguilar. I signed him an off-season ago to complement Robbie Anderson on the outside. Jamison Crowder in the slot. Pretty solid dudes. Decent as far as the baseline of what you would want. Decent deep route running rating and medium and short. Jamison Crowder is the slot guy. Good after the catch and all that good stuff. He's got something like 91 juke. He's got some wiggle to him. Tight end Chris Herndon is not that great. Again, I don't feature my tight end an awful lot. Would like to have better, but he's just a little bit above average. 83 catch, 80 catch in traffic, 80 spec catch, 80 speed, 84 acceleration. Not that great of a route runner, and not that great of a blocker, which is a bit of a bummer. Could use an upgrade there. I like to have tight ends that can catch the ball in traffic and run block and have some athleticism, but he's just not quite that dude. But, the problem with me is that even in a bad season, I'm going to go no worse than 10-6, 11-5. So it's hard to get really stud-level talent in the draft. And most people are smart enough not to let their stud players go in free agency. So it's a bit of a chore building this team. I drafted this guy an off-season ago. He's in his second year now. He's developing all right. He's up to 81 pass block power, 88 pass block finesse. Not much of a run blocker at 70 and 69. But, he's only a second-year guy. He's coming along. My offensive line has some holes. This guy, again, he's a replacement-level guard. Chimu Udoga, I moved him from right tackle to guard, actually, and you'll see why in a second. Pass block finesse is 79, and pass block power 75, which is average. Run blocking is not very good at all. 71 finesse, 67 power, 81 lead block, and impact block are okay, but at the point of attack, not very good. And that's a problem when you're running a lot of inside and outside zone. If your guards and tackles can't hold up. Center is replacement level as well. 67 pass block finesse, 71 pass block power, 72 run block finesse, 75 run block power, 80 and 81 for lead block and impact block. Not very good there. Brian Winters is my best lineman by far, but he does not play up to an 82 overall, I notice. He loses at the point of attack a lot. He gets beaten in the interior and pass protection more than he should. He's got 80 pass block power. So if he's going against a power rusher, that makes sense. But even with 85 finesse, when he's going against guys with finesse moves, I just don't. He doesn't play very well. He doesn't play up to this at all. And same thing with run block finesse at 87. Looks good, but he doesn't play up to it. He just doesn't. I don't know if it's because his strength is low for an interior lineman, but he just does not do a really good job. And the right tackle is a rookie. So I have a first-year player, or second-year player rather, and a rookie here. And he's 80 and 72 with 76 and 69. So the offensive line's a problem. It's not very good. Leonard Williams, for not having a guy with an ability, he's not terrible. 87 power move and 83 block shed. He's probably not going to get above star development. But he had a decent season for me last season. He had 13 sacks for not having any abilities. Anytime you can get around 15 sacks or so with a pass rusher with no abilities, you'll take it. Henry Anderson, he's okay. I don't really play him all that much anymore because Ja'Kai Polite's actually developed into a guy that can do some stuff. He's not really much of a run anchor either. Quinnen Williams, he has superstar development, 85 block shed, 84 power move, and he has secure tackler and run stopper, so there's potential growth still for him. So when I play nickel, him and Leonard Williams go to the interior, and Ja'Kai Polite edge rushes from one side. This is Tyus Bowser. I signed him in free agency. He's just a league average, barely 3-4 pass edge rusher. 80 finesse move, 84 speed, 89 acceleration. Not much of a block shedder. He's just an average, borderline replacement level player. That's been the biggest problem with my team is edge rush, coverage, offensive line. If you don't have those stud pass rushers, it's really difficult. If you don't have good coverage people, it's even more difficult. CJ Mosley's not too shabby. He's still at superstar. He's got tackle supreme and reach elite. He's got 79 zone coverage. Blake Cashman, the user god. 90 speed, 91 acceleration, 87 tackling, and he's got 89 jumping as well with 70 zone coverage. So he's your quintessential coverage backer and great user player with those type of stats. And Ja'Kai Polite had a pretty good season for me, actually. Surprisingly so. 81 speed, 89 acceleration. His pass rush move is up to 86. And he had a double-digit sack season also. He had 12 sacks and 17 tackles for loss. Again, for not being a superstar or an X factor, that's not terrible. Here's where we start to have some more problems. The defensive backfield in the at the corner position is not real good. Tremaine Johnson that had to cut, he became unplayable as he started to age. Brian Poole is our best as far as overall rated corner. 81 man cover, 75 zone, 80 press. Prince Amukamara signed as a 1-year contract, 77 man, 80 zone, 78 press. Again, this average, just average at the offensive line, and average in the secondary, and maybe a little bit above average in the pass rush. But for Madden purposes, it's average. You would, again, in the real world, you would love to have 2 13-sack players, but in Madden, basically the equivalent of that player in real life is a guy who gets you 20 to 25 sacks to 30 sacks and above. That's the equivalent of your 15 to 20 sack player in real life. In Madden, the 13 to 15 sack player is like your 8 to 9 sack player in real life. Prince Mukamara, though, his problem is he has undisciplined penalty tendency, which is a bummer. Buddy Calhoun, he mans the slot for me. I mean, all these guys, they're pretty much the same. 80 man coverage, 81 zone, 81 press, 73 hit power, and 78 hit power. I mean, it doesn't really matter where I play these guys. They're all so similar. That's not going to really make a big impact one way or the other. Marcus May is a bit disappointing. The game underrates him, I think. He's a better coverage guy than this. He's at 79. He's probably not going to get much higher than that with development and all that good stuff. So he's probably close to maxed out. He's at 87 hit power with big hitter trait, so that comes in handy at least. Then you have the great Jamal Adams. We banned Enforcer. The league voted to ban Enforcer, so we had to re-roll abilities. So guys that had Enforcer, so he now has Acrobat and Pick Artist, which isn't the worst thing in the world. But he can do everything. He can man coverage, he can zone cover, 95 hit power, and he has big hitter as well. Kicker is Cairo Santos. Punter who really cares. So that's that for your JETS Jets. And we'll see how the season plays.